Okay, I'm back, guys. Like I said before I left, here's my lemonade. Sorry, any glare. Let's see. Do light yellow and maybe yellow sand. Let's pull those and see what we get. And they're up here somewhere. Let's see. It's my light yellow. That's egg yolk. So not in that set. Mustard, gold. Nope, not in there. Yellow sand. There it is. So let's bring back this page. So yellow lemonade, light yellow, and yellow sands. Let's see. Sorry, light yellow. Here's our lemonade. And our yellow sand. Back to our lemonade. And our light yellow. I think I might switch out the yellow sand. It kind of blends into the lemonade a little too much. I mean, ideally that's how you want it, but there's not enough of a contrast for my taste. Let's see, yellow sand was up here. Let's see. I have egg yolk up here somewhere, right here. So let's try these three. This might be too orange though, because light yellow pulls a little cool, but lemonade is a pretty neutral yellow, and so much that yellow is neutral, or can be neutral, but it doesn't like go one way or the other as to, I think I could also try Cobra, because that one pulls a little greenish for a dark yellow. We'll see how this blend turns out and then decide. Yeah, let's go for Cobra. See how that turns out. I believe that's still in my face. Yeah, right here. Cobra. Oh my gosh, I have a sneeze in my nose. I hate when they just get stuck there. And onto the Cobra. Let's see. Yeah, I think I like that better. I think that'll work better with the blue. I mean, I've been really into like hi Dusty. If I go outside, it works, but not like looking at an actual light works. I mean, yeah, just looking at my window doesn't really do anything to me. I think it's past. Yeah, I think I like that yellow blend better. So that's light yellow, lemonade, and Cobra. And since I have them out here, yeah, yeah, the feelings passed. It was just for a moment. Hey, sis. If you've never been to my stream before, Justana is my sister. So. Sorry for the interruption earlier. There's an appraiser here, so. But he was nice enough when I mentioned that I was streaming to come back to my room and get it done first so I could come back on. Give me a chance to open my mail, including a late Christmas card for my best friend, for family. Excuse me. She has a 2-year-old daughter who is the cutest little girl. But I might be biased. Ha, there is no bite about it. I am biased. Dim gray isn't blending as well with the charcoal and spider web as I would like. Oh my gosh. Emmy is getting way too big. I keep telling Jean to put bricks on her head so she'll stop growing. Or give her caffeine, stun her growth. Which would be awesome. 2-year-old on caffeine. Not my kid, not my problem. No, I wouldn't do that to her. Emmy without caffeine is bad enough. Oh no, I guess it's okay. Okay. So that is spiderweb, charcoal, and dim gray. So, yeah, okay. So what we're gonna do first is the obvious choice, the flowers. Hopefully that's in screen for y'all. So for the flowers, I'll be using indigo and periwinkle. I don't have a middle blend because I really like how just the periwinkle and the indigo blended together on my test sheet here. So let's see, start over here. So for anyone who missed the announcement on my original stream, I'll be streaming around 1 o'clock on Mondays for the next few weeks. Once April starts, I'll be going back to school and I'll need to get a feel for my schedule and how my energy is once I get to that point. So, but I don't go back until April 1st. So I have a few weeks where I'll be able to stream on a schedule. And if I don't have any doctor's appointments on Mondays between now and then, or if I do, it's at not around 1. So that may change unexpectedly as to do, but for now, I'll be able to stream on a schedule for the next month, and then from there, we'll see where we're at. Hopefully, I'm not falling into anyone else's streaming time slot. If there is somebody else that you would rather, I'm Pacific Standard Time, West Coast US. So if I remember correctly, I'm like 8 hours behind the UK. Basically around this time. I can tell you that I'm 12 and a half hours behind India. One of my best friends lives in India, so I've gotten very used to converting for her time zone. I'm getting used to converting for UK. Oh, neat. Are you US or Canada, bestie, if you don't mind me asking? Yeah, I have cousins in Canada. Are up in Calgary. And I don't know if you, it'd be wild if you are one of my cousins and I didn't know it. Or maybe even my uncle. Although I don't remember him having the nickname Dusty. I'm assuming you're male. I apologize if you're not. Oh, okay. Okay, then probably no relation, because I don't have a Dusty in my family tree anywhere. Although it'd be wild if you. Pardon me. I had lung surgery in January, and still recovering from that, but I'm pretty sure this cough is going to be permanent for the rest of my life. Permanent, permanent, yes. I woke up with a lot of phlegm in my chest this morning, and it's trying to work its way out, I think. Yeah, I'm I'm okay. Diagnosed with cancer in 2017, and it metastasized into my lungs. So they had they did surgery on my left lung in early January to remove the lower lobe and a small section of the upper lobe to try and get the the lesions in that lung out, and they succeeded, but it has left me with some after effects. um, I I do have mets in my left lung, excuse me, my right lung, that I had radiation treatment on earlier this month. Um, the surgeon didn't want to do surgery on the right lung because I'm only 33 years old, so he didn't want to diminish my quality of life at such a quote unquote young age. So I think I kind of want a darker color down here, dark blue. It's not quite dark enough, in my opinion. Let me see. Where's my prism chart? Let's pull black. Where's my black? I think it's up here. Nope. Nope. Yep. Yeah, it's been a long year since I was diagnosed. For now, the treatments are, I'm not in remission. There are still smaller lesions in my right lung that my radiation oncologist doesn't want to waste treatments on because they can't get them accurately. So at this point, it's just we're in a wait and see mode. Yeah, that's better. That's what I wanted. Bit of contrast down there. I could not have gotten through this year without my family. They've been with me the whole way, taking me to appointments when I couldn't drive, and just giving me their support. Oh, thank you, Dusty. I think the best thing for me right now is to get back to where I was before all of this started. I was at the tail end of my at of undergrad. Um, I was so happy to be there because it had taken me so long to get there. I was 31 at the beginning of the quarter. My birthday's in October, so um, it was the fall quarter. Um, so, um, and then a lot of stuff happened in November and December of 2017. Um, I got an official diagnosis for ADHD. Um, I got the cancer diagnosis. Um, I guess you'd call him my step uncle. I don't know. Therefore, he's my uncle. Um, my uncle, who was um, fairly important in my childhood, um, had a stroke. So it was a pretty big um, end of the year for me. Like even just with those two events, the ADHD diagnosis and my uncle stroke, and then to get the cancer diagnosis on top of that, on and then all of that on top of my first quarter at undergrad level of college, which I hadn't done before, and I was already struggling with the transition to not just um, starting at the university level, but I was living away from home for the first time as well. So it was just a lot. And then my life got derailed. So, but it's getting back on track, hopefully. And um, things are moving not fast enough for me. Um, I still have another month before the quarter starts, and there's nothing else for me to do right now. Pardon me. All I can do is wait. So I've kind of been struggling with that as well, in that I don't really have a routine right now. Everything's kind of on hold until really next month. Um, I have some doctor's appointments scheduled, and then that's really about it until April and school starts. So yeah, it's the ADHD part. Um, it's easier for us to bog decisions if we have a routine. So not having a routine has made it pretty difficult. But between my mom my psychiatrist and my therapist. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Dusty. That sucks. I've kind of gotten a better hold on my mental health for now. And I think having a set day and streaming will help. I mean, it already kind of has helped. The last week or so has been better since I've talked to my mom and um, various mental health professionals about, excuse me, about my issues. Um, and plus, I've been trying to do better about taking my medication for my ADHD. For a while there, I was being really bad about remembering to take it. So, and it really does make a huge difference for me. I can always tell when I've missed too many doses. Usually within like a day or two, my my pinball mode, bouncing from subject to subject, from hobby to hobby. Yeah, I really like how these flowers are turning out, the periwinkle, indigo, and black. The black adds just that little bit of contrast that it needed. Yeah, I think I'll be working on this for the next few live streams. Um, I don't know how long I'll be able to stream each week. I'm using my phone right now, and it tends to overheat within like an hour or so. I am planning on getting a better camera once I have some spending money. I figured he would once the appraiser was gone. My little scaredy cat, not so little. They're fighting again. Doorbell just rang. I could hear a collar jingle out in the hall. Yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, it's if when it's something you don't have a whole lot of control over, I think it's easier to stay positive. I don't know. This is from a cancer survivor's point of view, but um, like I won't go into my whole thing about oh you're so strong because I could go on for a while about that. But yeah, um, for me, there's no other choice but to keep going. I have too much stuff I want to do that um, I don't want to give up. Um, as someone on one of my cancer support groups said, I have a life to live and I have people to love. I apologize if you have a problem with popping knuckles. Um, my other sister doesn't like that, but it's a habit I've never been able to break. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do the middle part here. Got a little bit of blue on this part here. Usually I tend to part first. I forgot. I just wanted to get into the blue. Do you guys watch the Oscars up in Canada, Dusty? Cool. I was rooting for a couple different movies. Um, happy that Rami Malek won Best Actor for his portrayal of Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody. Um, I watched it a couple weeks ago and was really impressed with his performance and just the movie in general. Hard to see, but I'm wearing a Queen t-shirt today. My poor dad, Jess and I woke him up last night when we cheered for Rami's win of Best Actor. I'm super bummed that the movies I was rooting for Best Picture didn't win, but from what I understand, Green Book is a movie, and I'm a I'm not a huge fan. Like, I'm not obsessed with Viggo Mortensen or Shala Ali, but I have a great respect for their work, and I know they are good actors. So Mahershala won supporting actor again, because if I remember correctly, he won a couple of years ago for Moonlight. But there were a lot of really significant movies up for Best Picture this year, and personally, I was rooting for Black Panther and Bohemian Rhapsody. But if any other movie had to win, I'm kind of Green Book. That's awesome. Yeah, I was planning on taking a nap at like 4, and I knew I wouldn't be up in time to watch the beginning of the Oscars. And Adam Lambert and Queen were opening the Oscars this year. So I set our DVR to record it so I could watch it back later. And I was not disappointed. And I'm so glad that they were able to include Freddie in that small way. I used to play clarinet. Not in years, but I still love the sound of it. It's like my favorite instrument. I never did marching band, but I did it. I played in elementary school when the arts were still a pretty big part of the U.S. school system. Yeah, our dad played flute when he was younger. Um, our mom didn't play an instrument, but she sang in choir. So music's a pretty big part of our family. I think my grandfather played clarinet, um, or at least he had a couple in the house when we went to clear it out after he passed away. Which are now in our garage that I've been meaning to get appraised or something. But just hasn't happened. Was it Mike? I don't remember. Someone else in the family. No, Mike played saxophone. Of course it's right. I'm always right. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, our other sister and I went up to Calgary about, oh my gosh, 14, almost 14 years ago now for the Stampede. And I didn't actually get to see the parade myself. Laid up with a migraine that day. Yes, you are. Um, but Lissa got to see it with my aunt. Our uncle stayed home with me to keep me company. Yeah, 2005. I think, didn't we all end up traveling that year? I think our brother went to Utah to meet somebody that year. Yeah, I think if I ever do end up going back to Calgary, I'll stay with my cousins, not my aunt and uncle. Yeah. Yeah. This year I'm hoping to go out to Virginia over the summer to visit my best friend, her family. Hopefully at the end. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, I don't remember how warm it was when Lissa and I went up that year. But I mean, we're from Southern California, so heat doesn't bother us. And Lissa would definitely have sympathy for anyone in marching band uniforms in any kind of heat. Because she was in marching band in high school. And thanks, Dusty. Um, she even marched in the Rose Parade one year with the Pasadena City College honor band. They pull from different high schools. The best, basically the best players from different high schools. And if I remember correctly, she actually played. Did she play bells or flute that in the parade? I don't remember. Bells, yeah. I think by that point she had made the transition to bells. Yeah. Thank you. Lots of practice. I forget how long I've been coloring, or at least how long it's been since I picked it back up. I colored a lot as a kid. Do you mean for videos or like Photoshop? I do have an editing program on my laptop, which is over here. Um, and I do have some pre-recorded videos that need editing that I haven't worked with yet, that I need to. But yeah, I do use an editing software for my pre-recorded videos. Um, for any streams, I clip me moving my phone into place and out of place to start and stop the stream. I just use the YouTube editing options. But yeah, to answer your question, yes, I do use editing software. Just not while I'm streaming, since it's on my phone. No problem. Always happy to answer questions. Questions are always encouraged. Yep. The only dumb questions are the questions you don't ask. I forgot I'm doing the center parts first, since they're lighter. I don't want to get blue mixed in like I did down here. If you're interested, I have a Facebook group. It's called Discovering Coloring with Danny, if I remember correctly. I've been kind of bad about keeping up with it lately, but I am planning on doing better about that. I forgot to announce on there today that I'll be streaming, but I'll be putting my schedule up there. I'm thinking about adding one more day during the week for streaming. Not sure if it'll be earlier or later in the I'll have to get my schedule for the next few weeks, figure out what day best. I'll put the link to my my Facebook group in the description of this video once I'm done streaming and it's been uploaded. It's also in the descriptions of my other video channel if you don't want to. an Instagram. It's yeah, with my mental illnesses acting up the last few weeks, the updates have been few and far between, but I'm hoping to do better. Obviously, once school starts up again, I won't be able to color quite as much as I have been, but I won't be giving it up entirely because this is a huge help for my mental illnesses. Think the isn't chronic pain. I do get stiff from sitting for too long, but other than that, I'm oh, neat. Okay. I'll make a note of those and keep an eye out for you. That's not how you spell it. Yay, there we go. Excuse me. Are you still there? I know I lost the stream for a second, but because he can't get in my room. so quiet in my room right now. Usually when I'm coloring, I have something playing on my tablet, like a movie or just random videos on YouTube. But I can't do that when I'm streaming. All I can do is talk to you guys, which I don't have a problem with, but it's a little weird when it's so quiet in here. Or cats causing trouble, like a certain troublemaker. I'll probably be finishing up in about 10 minutes or so, around 3 Pacific. Probably get this flower that I'm working on finished, and then wrap up for the day. Get these colors in my coloring Bible, as I call it. So if I end up using them in another project, I'll be able to find them again. Plus my voice is starting to give out a little bit. Suppose I could drink something. I do have soda. Alright, sis, see you later. And now we're in the ASMR portion of our video, where it's just me and the scratching of my pencil on the paper. Excuse me. And that's the downside to drinking soda on the stream. Okay, so that's it for today's stream. Hi, Nichols. You have impeccable timing. I'm sorry. I'm just going offline. My phone's probably really hot by now. Excuse me. So, this is what I managed to get done today. I will be next Monday at 1 at least. I'm hoping to figure out another day during the week that I can stream. I'll just have to look at my upcoming appointments and figure out, excuse me, what day would be best for that. And it'll just be for the next month or so until I go back to school the 1st of April. And then from there, I'll figure out when will be a good time for me to hopefully stream. So, and then hopefully by the time I stream in April, I'll have a better camera set up than just using my phone, so I'll be able to stream longer. So, catch you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.